senses start to kick in.
Chill in the kitchen of a city tune. The light would flicker like a violent wound. The night was thicker than a smoky fume. The lies awaited in the room. Then he loved her like he loved no one. The way she laughed and held a smoking gun. The way she always said what's done is done. And he's not the only one. Love is a gentle thing.
That never stopped you before. Don't let it get in your way. Those are her words, not mine. As far as I'm concerned, we could have had a good time. So if you walk out that door in disgust, I guess there's nothing more to discuss. Birds don't sing, they just fall from the sky. Girls don't call and they never tell you why. That's just how they say goodbye.
He took the bomb.
Unbox a new mask with me. The box was covered in these super cute doodles on most of the sides. This is the creator, and you should all show them support for their beautiful work. I think this doodle is my favorite. Everything was so nicely packaged, and I can already see some cute things. I received these adorable drawings. I will definitely be hanging them up in my room. I believe these stars are made out of wood. They're super cute though. I will definitely be eating this later. But when I went for the mask, I found even more freebies. I got that cute cat keychain, those super cool iridescent stickers, this long strip of Therian-themed stickers, and then I got a badge of this character whom I'm not familiar with. If anyone can tell me who this character is, that would be great. Now, here's the mask. It's so gorgeous. The paint job is stunning. The eyes are stunning. The fur is stunning. Everything about it is stunning. I also didn't realize this, but one of the ears has earrings on it. The inside of the mask is also fully lined. Here is what it looks like when worn. I'm totally obsessed with it, and I will definitely be wearing this in future videos. So, definitely be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for watching, and please show the creator some support.
The secret to my skills in mask making is my tolerance for risk and failure. I'm not afraid of failure. If you're afraid to fail, then you're afraid to succeed. No one who is great at something got there without failure. They got there by failing and still showing up and trying again, and again, and again. All skills are the same, mask making's no different. So go out there, try, maybe fail, and I'd love to see what you make.
We got the guts, we got the chutzpah, we got the means to seize the crown. If you're not fucking stupid, then you've only got one choice. Me, Vox Populi, the people's voice. Try to picture if we could escape this hole. Never have to live in fear of days that angels may appear. Cause here's the kicker, sinners can save their exchanging for redemption, but by taking over heaven. They say hell's too populated, that's why they exterminate. We got the numbers, we got the thunder, let's annex their real estate. If you wanna see a new world, raise your fists and make some noise. Mailbox populi, the people's voice.
Playing into summer music, wall fell down, so I built a new one. On my nervous tendencies, easy what you began for me. Rock and roll is out of control. Bring her back by 9, young man. It's all salt and sweet. Like bastards drinking milk out of one.
Make a Minion-themed mask with me? Hard to. Shave down and lot more fur, because apparently minions aren't fluffy. Tracing the item, cut out eyelashes. Now I magically have eyelashes. Gluing on the eyelashes, very careful.
2x speed montage.
Ho ho ho!
Gluing on eye mask. Minion mask complete. Gluing the string to my goggles, this works for the mask too. Wait for it to fully dry before touching. It is very hot.
Full fit reveal fire.
Happy Halloween!
Welcome to the first part of my Therian cat mask tutorial. First I mark the part I want to cut off later. It should look like that. The next step depends on what eye shape you want to make. That's what I would do for small eyes, for medium eyes, and for big eyes. Now I'm marking the space around the eyes because I will do medium eyes. And then I cut all of the pieces off. Now I'm cleaning up some of the edges and cut off the elastic. Now we're left with this. And to fill the ear holes I'm using 0.6 EVA foam. But cardboard or thinner EVA foam also works fine. First I mark the approximate size and then I cut it out. Now I can bend it so it fits better in the mask. And then I can mark the edge on the EVA foam. Then I cut it out and look if it fits. Now I'll show how to do it with cardboard if you don't have EVA foam. First you have to mark a piece that's bigger than the hole. And now you have to cut out that cardboard piece and apply hot glue around the hole and put the cardboard above. I'm using EVA foam, so now we got our two pieces and can continue with the eye holes. For that I'm using thin EVA foam, but you can also use cardboard again. I mark the original eye shape first and then I draw a line around it. Now I'm doing the same for the second eye and cut both of the pieces out. These are all the pieces we got now, and then we will hot glue them on the mask. While the hot glue is heating up, we can already make our eye pattern. First we will take a piece of paper and then we can draw the eye shape we want. If you want to make two different eyes, you can just make a different pattern for each side. Then you cut out the eye pattern, and I will draw some details into it to know how it looks like. Now the hot glue is ready and we can glue all the parts on the mask. First the eyes, I'm gluing around them to smooth it out. And now we can continue with the ear holes. Now you can cut it smooth too. And cut the hot glue on the top to avoid wrinkles in the fleece later. Now we will continue with the eyes. I'm holding the pattern where I want it and pin it on the mask. Now I make a line around the pattern and cut along the line. It should look like that. In the next part I'll show how to make the snout that the most of our masks have. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next part.
Here, take the bomb.
Looking for a driver who is qualified. So if you think that you're the one, step into my ride. I'm a fine-tuned supersonic speed machine with a sunroof top and a gangster lean. So if you're feeling, let me know. Come on now, what you waiting for? My engine's ready to explode. So start me up and watch me go. Get you where you wanna go, if you know what I mean. Got a ride that's smoother than a limousine. Ain't your head of a curse, till you run all the lights. If you can, baby boy, then we can go all night. 'Cause it's 0 to 60 in 3.5. Baby, you got the keys. Now shut up and drive.
Fire in my brain and I'm burning up. Oh my, oh my. Keep running for the sink, but the well is dry. Oh my, oh my. Every word I say is kindling, but the smoke clears when you're out. Won't you stay with me, my darling, when my walls start burning down, down, down?
I'm running with my paws, I'm breaking all the laws. When you're an animal, it's super magical. I'm running far ahead, why wanna go to bed? When you're an animal, it's super magical. Got therian blood going through my veins. Being human sucks, it's such a pain. Wanna face my day as what I am.
Hello, today I will be voicing over this. So yeah, I gotta finish up this therian mask. Yeah. So I'm adding makeup to it so, like, it kind of stays better. Because one time I added paint to this mask, it looked horrible, so I had to remove it. Now I'm cutting it. Okay, it looks horrible, but just trust the process, it will look good in the next part. Now I'm brushing it, so I don't get dust particles in my eyes. Okay, now I gotta glue it, so, like, yeah, it stays. So I think that's obvious. Alright, it's glued. Oh, okay, it's glued. So come back for part 2 later. Tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. Bye! Hello everyone, welcome to my series where I teach you how to make a waterproof mask. This is going to be a long tutorial with many parts, so buckle up for it. The first thing you need to do if you have a 3D printer is go to this website, search up cat mask in the search bar. It takes a little while to find it. If you do not have a 3D printer, I recommend buying one of these off of probably Etsy, but do not use a cardboard one. They will not survive the water. Then all you gotta do once you have your base is trace where you want to cut. I always cut the bottom of the mask too so that it sits on your face better. A lot of times this hurts your mouth, so yes. And then you want to obviously customize the eyes. And here is your finished base. Stay tuned because in the next part you'll need your base, some of the thick EVA foam, not the thin stuff, the thick stuff, a pencil, some scissors, and a hot glue gun. Oh, and a cat too if you have one. Welcome back to my waterproof mask tutorial part 3. So to start, you're going to take your 2 muzzle pieces and you're going to glue them just like I have in the video right on those 2 flaps that we cut out. Make sure they can still bend after you glue them. They should look something like this. And then take any marker of your choice, draw a line down the crease of the muzzle. This is where you're going to be gluing your muzzle piece just like I show you here. And then just go ahead and glue. I put so much glue on that mask that it literally dripped onto the floor. You might need to reinforce this a lot with a lot of hot glue. I did that a ton. And then it should look like this. Then you're just going to glue the second half. Don't be afraid to bend it a little bit. And then once again, just keep gluing until you think you're satisfied with it. Make sure you reinforce it a lot with hot glue so it doesn't come off. And then your muzzle should look like this. I know it looks a little bit goofy. I actually know how to fix that. We are going to be doing that later. But for now, take that top muzzle piece that I had you guys make, fold it in half so it's a little bit bendy. This should be made out of the thin EVA foam, by the way. And this will go right on top of the muzzle like that. I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. You just glue onto the other pieces and stick it right on. Make sure that it's reinforced all the way with hot glue so it does not come off. You can see there's a flap sticking up on the end of the muzzle right here, and you just mark where you want to cut it right on the end of the muzzle. And then you make a little indent in it with your scissors, just like I did here. And then you should be able to just glue that part down right to the front of the muzzle. That's just going to make sure the front of your muzzle is nice and flat. Afterwards, if there's any pointy parts sticking up, just cut them right off with the scissors. And then of course, always make sure you reinforce everything with hot glue so there's no parts sticking up or parts that might come off. And you did it! Here's your muzzle. But if you've noticed it's a little bit too fat looking in the front to be a canine muzzle, you're going to need to fix that with zip ties, because the EVA foam doesn't really bend as well as cardboard does. So you're going to cut 2 holes in each side of the muzzle for this, just like that. And then you take your zip tie, you poke it through the bottom hole first, and then you loop it around just like I'm doing here, poke it through the other hole. I had to do this multiple times before I got it right. And then when you join the zip tie together and pull it forward just like I'm doing right here, it should make the front of the muzzle skinny just like a real canine, and that's how it's going to look. Don't worry, once the mask is done, you hardly even notice the zip tie. And now time for the ears. So just smother a bunch of hot glue all over the side of the actual ear on the base, just like that, and add your ear to it just like I have here. Most of this part is self-explanatory. It's just a bunch of gluing and making sure that you reinforce the ears on both sides so that they don't come off. And finally, we're done. Here's our finished base, and I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, this is part 5 of my waterproof mask tutorial. Today we're going to be painting it and adding the eyes. For this part, you will need your mask, some paintbrushes, that guy, paint, scissors, some eye mesh, not that. This is my eye mesh right here. I get it from Spilt Grape Soda on Etsy. And the first thing you want to do is just put it right up to that hole where your eye is going to be and just kind of roughly guess how much eye mesh you will need. I kind of just cut it. It doesn't have to be exact, it just has to be enough to fill the entire eye. And then I just cut it right out, just roughly the shape that I need it to be. Afterwards, just make sure that it fits in that eye hole. And then do the same thing to the other one. Doesn't have to be the same shape, just has to be roughly the same, and make sure that it fits in the eye. Just like this. Alright, now set those eye things aside, we're going to start painting the mask. And before you ask, no, it does not have to be waterproof paint, it does not have to be watered down, it does not have to be fabric paint. I literally just take acrylic paint straight from the bottle and start painting. However, you can use whatever you like. And just like I'm showing you here, sometimes you want to get the underside of the mask too, just to make sure that there's no white visible after you're done painting. And then just keep painting. This part took me absolutely forever. I hated it. Now set the mask aside, it's going to be soaked for a while, so now we're going to start painting the eyes. You're just going to want to smother a bunch of paint on there just like this. I know it looks like it's covering the parts that you see out of. If it does, you peel it right off. You should rub the back side of it with something like a paper towel. I just used my hands because I'm stupid. And then if that still doesn't work, blow on the back side of it and all the paint should come out of the little holes and then you'll be able to see perfectly. And then do the exact same thing with the other one. And now those are wet, so we're back to painting our mask. Once your mask dries almost all the way, you can add a second coat. I like to add a second coat just to make sure that there are no white spots underneath. And then if you're not happy with the color of your eye mesh, once it's dry, you can go add a second layer. Just make sure you get all the paint out of the holes so you can still see through them. And then once both pieces are entirely dry, you can hold your mesh up to the hole just to kind of roughly see where you want your pupil to be. And then paint those right on. This part is pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of paint them. If one comes out more uneven than the other, just even them out until you like the shape that they both are. Just make sure to blow the paint through the holes once more so that you can see through the mesh. And then here's me just adding more spots. I wanted 2 different colors, so I just went ahead and added more paint to the mask. This took forever, but it was totally worth it. Now you're ready to glue your eyes in. First, add glue to only the top of the eye hole, nothing else. Then flip your mask over and insert the eye mesh to your liking. This way you can see if it's straight or not before you go ahead and add glue to the other sides. And then all you gotta do is reinforce it with hot glue, make sure that it's really stuck in there. You can cut out the extra corners if they seem like they're taking up too much space on the inside of the mask. And then you just keep reinforcing with a bunch of hot glue. Sometimes I even add hot glue to this side in the creases just to make sure that the mesh is 100% attached to the mask. And then you can go ahead and follow the same process with the other eye, sticking it into where you want it, reinforcing it with a bunch of hot glue, and just making sure that it's really stuck in there. This whole process shouldn't take longer than 20 minutes. And now you're done! Have a great day!
My process in mask making. Okay, so first I like to cut off the ears off my mask, make them bald. Then I cut out the shape of the mouth to make it a bit more fancy, pizzazzy, whatever. Then I like to add foam. I like to make the ears out of EVA foam as well as cover up the bald spots. Just realized I forgot to cut out the eyes, so I'm doing that now. And then I felt the ears separately. So yeah. Then once I'm done felting the ears, I will glue them onto the mask. Then I added a elastic for extra stability. And now it's paint time. So I will paint this wapow. As you can see, it's a very nice paint job. Then I will line the inside of the mask with a cotton fabric. It doesn't look that good now, but I'll clean it up. Then I add the nose, add the eye mesh as well. Then I painted the eye mesh while it was glued onto the mask. Then I added the mouth details. Now I added fur as well to make it extra fancy. And I also added gemstones and extra details. So here's the finished result. Not too bad, pretty sturdy. This is it on me. It doesn't look very good, but don't mind that. If I were to sell this mask, would you buy it?
It makes me want it more.
Oh, so you're an artist? Yeah. Are you good at it?
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
I'm running with my paws, I'm breaking all the laws. When you're an animal, it's super magical. I'm running far ahead, why wanna go to bed? When you're an animal, it's super magical. Got therian blood going through my veins. Being human sucks, it's such a pain. Wanna face my day as what I am, getting out of this body made of man. The animal is coming out, I feel a shift coming around. My senses start to kick in.
Texting me, do I like her? No, definitely. I'm just like Stephanie. Do I like her? Yes, especially. She keeps on texting me, do I like her? No, definitely. I'm just like Stephanie. Do I like her? Yes, especially. I keep on dubbing and nubbing and nubbing the days that I smell so good. I'm just like Stephanie. I kiss like Bethany. I think we're meant to be, but I fucked up definitely. She keeps on texting me, do I like her? No, definitely. I'm just like Stephanie. Do I like her? Yes, especially. She keeps on texting me, do I like her? No, definitely. I'm just like Stephanie. Do I like her? Yeah.
Eric, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Mom. You told me to go to sleep, but I started master debating again.
This is really getting to be a problem, Eric.
Mom, you don't understand. I'm getting really good at this.
gonna be eaten by a coyote. Run, little one, though the pack may follow. Too quite thin, their brother fatter. Against the wind, just gotta be faster. Run for the yard, they bought at the gutter. That was a route, better find another. Was that a rabbit? Really not like the one I've seen on a cereal box. And the birds don't pop like the ones on screen. Have they really domesticated? You're gonna be eaten by a coyote. Run, little one, though the pack may follow. Too quite thin, their brother fatter. Against the wind, just gotta be faster. Run for the yard, they bought at the gutter. That was a route, better find another. Was that a rabbit? Really not like the one I've seen on a cereal box. And the birds don't pop like the ones on screen. Have they really domesticated me? And the birds don't pop like the ones on screen. Have they really domesticated me? Cottontail gonna end up in jail. Wrong place, wrong time, bad tune, but I rhymed and lined up perfectly to blame the one.